You are looking live. May 4th. Very special day in the Michael Jackson world. Lot of good things happen on this day. Okay, so today we're going to celebrate Jackie Jackson's birthday, Mr. Vincent Paterson's birthday. And for Mrs. Jackson, we don't celebrate the birthday due to her religious beliefs. So we're going to it's a day that we're just going to remember her. I know a lot of people are, wishing happy birthday, and it's just, everybody has good intentions. So it's just out of a lot of research, and I've spoken to a lot of people that are Jehovah's Witness, and, they understand that we mean well, but it's not a day that we say happy birthday. So we're just going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the life of Mr. Jackson. We may or may not have a special guest. I will keep you posted as we go on. We do have a special guest. Oh my God, there he is. Vincent Paterson, happy birthday. All right, wait, now I have to change everything up here. Hold on a second. Here we go. Everybody, center parts for Vincent. Everybody sing wherever you are. Join me. Vincent. 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 Everybody, Vincent. Vincent. All right, we don't want to get blocked. Happy birthday, Vincent. Okay, let me switch over. If you want to join in, let me know. If you don't, that's fine. I know it's early in the morning out there. We love you more. And we made a little thing here for you.
Pressure fell on me. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. But I know you wanna see if I will hold on through these trials. But I need you to lift this load, 'cause I can't take it no more. Shadows on my feet so I can dance.
Who is that? Oh my God. We can only do 90 seconds. Let's see if I got blocked before we go on. That was Vincent's song. Mary, Mary, take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Oh, hold on. And I just want to play you guys one thing if you haven't seen it. You can't tell the Vincent Paterson story in 90 seconds.
You were saying, but you had the guts to say it. You had the whole, we were all quiet, and you had the floor.
Well, Ron, I just feel it was so beautiful what you all put together yesterday. So beautiful, Ron. And, especially naming the children and the teachers that died at Uvalde. I just know, Michael would have been so vocal about this kind of thing and adamant about we've got to stop this, killing children in schools of all places, And I just had to say something. I just couldn't keep it in.
And the teachers are several heroes, and that's
Absolutely.
That's
Oh
true.
my God, can you imagine? Poor little babies. Poor little babies. Jeez. Anyway.
all right.
It
Let's
was a
talk
beautiful,
that.
beautiful event yesterday.
We have to play this because we're here. Hopefully you can hear it.
This is at the Thriller House, you guys, for those that...
Hi, this is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
This is Vincent Price.
Vincent Price.
Michael Jackson is.
The Thriller.
Thriller.
Do we both say it?
Say it together. Are you singing right in you too? All right.
Hi, this is Michael Jackson.
Hi, this is Michael
This is
Jackson.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price.
I'm scared of your line.
Close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood.
Blood
To terrorize
your neighborhood.
Whosoever shall be found without the soul for
Getting down.
must stand and face the hounds of hell
Hell.
and rot inside a corpse's
Shell.
The demons squeal in sheer delight. It's you they spy, so plump, so right. For though the groove is hard to beat, yet still you stand with frozen feet. You try to run, you try to scream, but no more sound
killed it.
can see.
I hope y'all can hear this.
To crush you with its icy grip. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver.
Hear you loud.
No immortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Go.
Dig it.
It's Vincent in stereo. Two Vincents.
That's right. That's right. Oh, wow. It's no dreaming. Don't wake me.
Nightmare.
No, that's not
One of the great days
That was really cool because
that I've ever had,
Michael didn't want to do it.
followed by this amazing moment.
I just heard something wrong.
Action.
I just heard something. Yeah, here we go. I think.
No, Vincent.
40 years later, everybody. Oh my God. I love that sound. I love the sound. Yay! I got it. Thank you.
This was Vincent's return to the Beat It location. The sound of those doors.
Oh man.
How cool.
You want to walk inside?
Wow. Huh?
Get the feeling inside?
Yeah, it's weird.
Go ahead.
No, it's great.
No, we'll walk in.
But it's just a store now.
Well, but like where you stood, maybe the ceiling.
Our buddy Renee on the camera.
It's totally different.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, there was
nothing.
it was
here.
right. No,
It was
but
a
I mean,
warehouse.
it was a warehouse. But yeah, but you guys can see. I mean, if you watch the video, you'll see the railings are the same.
Wow.
you had to walk up these steps, right?
No, we
The
didn't.
back entrance?
I don't remember how we actually got there. You mean when we were up in the set?
They got a forklift in there.
Yeah, that was all in there. But everything, this was all open space.
Right.
It wasn't a store. It was
No,
all
yeah.
So
There was
they
an
had all
empty.
that stuff in there. Yeah. Anyway.
That was just a regular warehouse.
So Ron, I wanted to say thank you to you and to everybody that's watching too. Just this has been incredible. This is the first time I've been back here in 40 years, and brings tears to my eyes. Just to think about the whole thing, the whole experience, and the journey, and Michael and both Michaels, and changed my life. So thank you, Ron.
No, thank you. You
for
changed
inviting
our
me.
life. You changed our lives. Michael changed our lives, and that's why we do this. That's why I hear. Look at hearts for Vincent going up. That's what you're here. Say hello to your public.
Hi, everybody.
You guys send up
Thank
hearts
you
for Vincent.
so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Send up hearts for Vincent, everybody.
Anyway, that's all.
He's a good guy. All right.
All right, we don't want to embarrass him. Oh, I'm in the light here. Hold on. Happy birthday, my friend. Go enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, we got another project in the works, everybody. That's a special one too. But he's an amazing guy, and I personally, we thank you for your time and the stories and the laughter and the tears and So, happy birthday to Mr. Vincent Paterson. Thank you, sir. No, Vincent. All right, don't make me. All right. Vincent gets me emotional. All right. Here's another one that. This one gets us emotional. Just for those that haven't seen, we got a write-up in the New York Post since we were together for Bubbles' birthday. I just want you to read this quick. And thanks to Patty Reagan, that's you guys. That's everyone there that made it possible. So we thank you, of course. And I'm going to be back in 2 weeks. There's a seminar going on there. And for those that didn't see yesterday, I want you guys to see this real quick, and then we'll... That's from you guys. I'm not sure if I got blocked. I think no one new could join the broadcast, but I think we're still live. So, all right. Here's the other good news for those that haven't seen. This was posted a couple days ago. Yeah, I think I hit resume. I think it means no one new can join the broadcast, but that's okay. We had to play the song. That was Vincent's favorite song. It's by Mary Shackles. So we thank Vincent again. And a lot of people were worried about Marlon. This was Janet in Atlanta. she had a concert there, and that was the rest of the family. So good to see Marlon smile. All right, so that takes us to the next birthday of the day, Mr. Jackie Jackson. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna lower the volume a little, you guys. The song's He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. I don't want to get... See, we're stuck on 27 people. But that's okay. You see 32? Okay. Okay. For those people logging on right now, I can't see it. My screen is frozen, but we're wishing Jackie a happy birthday today. And I just want to play a couple of my favorite Jackie moments. I mean, of course, we're with Michael, but just take a look at Jackie's face, the way he looks down at his brother.
I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I'll never, 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 never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache and the burning wherever I go, though I try and hide my feelings, they always seem to show. And you try to live in me, and I always have to say no. Tell me why. Is it so? No. I never, 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 never gonna say goodbye.
Jackie's a good guy. And then, I mean, this is in my top 5 Jackson songs. This was the first song after Jermaine left the group. It's just Michael and Jackie, and I used to sit outside Michael's window. This was the song.
Something goes through my mind, My heart starts yearning. I wanna see you again. I think about the good times. Nothing but good times. I think about the good times we shared together. Hold hands. Remember how we made our plans. We used to dream on a star.
All right. Yeah, I mean, one of the great songs. So, little tribute to Vincent and Jackie. So far, we didn't get blocked, thank goodness. So, now we do Mrs. Jackson. What can you say, right? the matriarch. I couldn't think of a song fitting to, for her. It was really hard because it's not happy birthday. It's not really celebrate, yet it's a celebration of life, and it gets a little confusing. So I came up with this, and hopefully there's no block. All right. I want to get it from the beginning. Hold on. Oh. You guys, you think I know how to do this by now. Hold on. This is on my page from this morning. Hold on. It's not letting me rewind it. Okay. All right. We're going to try and play this. You may need a couple tissues, just so you know. I'll try to play as much as I can.
I began singing at a very young age. My sister and I, my mother was Baptist, and my sister and I sang in the Baptist choir, but we were like 6 and 7 years old. It was a junior choir. And I think we had to appear about every 6 weeks. The junior choir would sing every 6th Sunday, I should say. But from that, it made us have a love for music. And my sister and I, as we got older, we started singing country music because that's all my father would listen to on the radio. But some of the people were Ernest Tubb. That's ancient. Let the people know how old I am.
I'm just going to move the camera for a minute so we don't get blocked.
I remember him. Nobody, I don't think. And that's all I can say about that, because my father used to listen to the country music all the time. And out of Chicago came a show on the radio called Suppertime Frolic, and that was country. And then on Saturdays he would listen to the Grand Ole Opry that came out of Nashville. And that's what started him to playing the guitar. And that's the way it was back then. My family and I were very close, but my mother and father divorced when I was at a young age, about 6 years old. And back then, there was no arguing over the children like they do in court today. They split the children up. My father I stayed with, my sister stayed with my mother. And the reason I said I felt really loved because my mother and father fought over us. And so we had visitation rights. I could visit my sister one weekend and she can visit me the next weekend. One weekend I was visiting my sister, and I found myself on a train going south with my mother. She was kidnapping me. Today they call it kidnap. From my father. He heard about it. My cousins told us when he came over to pick me up that night. He found out I was gone. He called the police on her and he tried to get me back, but my mother wouldn't budge. She stayed in the South until he finally said, come on back with them and I won't bother you. I'll let you have her. And that's how much my parents cared about us. I met Joseph, I think I was around 17 years old. The teenage girls around my small little village of East Chicago, Indiana, that I lived in, we had a club called the Sub-Debs. And we used to give teenage parties for all the kids around there. And that's where I met Joe. He would always ask me for a dance when the music was slow. And but the relationship, every time we go to a party, he was there. He would always do that. But I didn't start dating him at that time. It was about a year or two later that I started dating him. He seemed very kind, very sweet. Even the world now talks about how mean and evil he is. He's not that way. He's just a firm person. That's all it is. He didn't punish the children unless it was necessary. If one of the boys did something, he'd punish them. But he was firm with them. And the children around our neighborhood, especially the boys, they were kind of bad. Some of them, they would break in people's cars and do things. And our children were never allowed to go out at night or play with those kids. And that's why my children feel that he was too stern. But it helps later on in life with the children. And because if you don't raise your children, now the policemen they can't raise them, but they get in trouble. Well, having all my children when I was young and having them so close together, every time I would get pregnant, I was afraid to tell Joe that I was pregnant again. But Joe and we didn't believe in abortions. So that's why we got so many children. But my children, every time I'd have a new baby, they'd be so happy because they loved babies. I'm glad they did. But they helped me a lot, especially Rebe. She was a big sister. And it was one time in my life when I had a space between having the children, I had to take a job to help out. And so Rebe was there to help out, to babysit, and she tried to cook and do a lot of things around the house there. Well, music has always been into my life. And Joseph's family was a musical family, and my family was also. And Joseph's mother and her sisters, they have piano, play the harmonica, especially Joseph's mother. She played the harmonica very well. And when Joe and I married, we used to sing together all the time. And I guess singing has always been there. Music has always been there. And Joseph was in a group, too, also, him and his brother. Rebe and Jackie were my oldest two, and they would be there listening to them and dancing and doing a lot of things. Even Rebe and Jackie had won some contests when they were like 4 and 5 years old dancing. So they were always been there. Music have always been in our home. And we sang country songs and we sang folk songs. And then they started singing the Temptations. When we got a television, they would see the Temptations. And then we had our, I think they called, well, they weren't like they were today. They were disc, And we would buy the Temptations and the rest of the songs, and the kids learned from that. And they started singing songs together in the bedroom. Quite natural, especially in the winter when you couldn't go out. When Tito first got Joe's guitar out of the closet to play, Joseph had warned him, "Don't play my guitar now." And so Tito took it out and played it, and the string broke. There was no way of hiding that he hadn't had his guitar. So Joseph took him and he said, set him down, and he punished him for it. Then he said, let me hear you play, after he had fixed the guitar. And Tito played for him. Joseph said nothing else to him. You can play it if you want to, because Tito played it better than Joe. And Joseph was wondering, how did he learn it? We had a rickety washing machine. We weren't able to buy a new one, so this one, it's the old roller type washing machine. Many people don't even know what I'm talking about. But whenever it washed, it would creak, make noises, something like that. And Michael was, I guess he was about 11 or 12 months old. He was walking, and he was be in the kitchen when I'm washing, and he was dancing to the rhythm of the washing machine. And I knew then that he had a lot of rhythm. But later, when the boys were singing, he would be the one that would do the steps for me, and help out with a lot of the things. And he was really young. And one day they were singing, and Michael was way over in the corner. He was about 4, I imagine. And he just joined in perfect harmony. And I thought, my God, what kid learned all of this? And there's another story that I can tell, that the school was giving a program, and the parents were invited. And Michael was singing solo, Climb Every Mountain. And so Joe's father wanted to go also so he could hear him. And Michael started singing. I looked around. Joe's father was crying. I guess he couldn't imagine a 5-year-old kid can keep harmony and sing that well. But that's what happened. I have been listening to Michael in the bedroom singing, just himself, singing alone and singing solo. And I mentioned to Joseph, I said, you know what, you should listen to Michael, because he has a pretty nice voice for lead, and that can help Jermaine a lot and keep him from learning all those songs that, he had to learn all the lead singing. And Joe didn't believe me. And so he just said, oh no, let Jermaine sing him. I don't think he can do it. By Michael being so young, he didn't think that. But and I told him, listen to him, and one day they were rehearsing, and he decided to listen to Michael. And that's what made him to make Michael learn some of the songs. And after they were going out singing, people started responding to Michael. And Michael would sing, and he would go out in the audience, and whatever the song was about, like one of the songs he used to sing was called Skinny Legs and All. And who wants the woman with the skinny legs? And he'd grab somebody, we'd look around at his legs, because he was just a little kid. And people thought it was so cute how he would do it. And then he'd go grab a lady out. Who wants the woman with the skinny legs? and then he just made that part of his show. Well, I wondered myself how Michael sang those songs with so much feeling, as if he had lived the part. I really don't understand, and I don't think I will know how Michael sang those songs with such a feeling at a young age like he did. But I think a lot of other people wondered too. So he was an affectionate person, and Michael is about love, and he loved people. And I think that's what had a lot to do with it, even at a young age. Because when they were young, they grew up, together, like Jermaine and Tito. They grew up together. They were very close together in age. Whenever Marlon would get sick, Michael would feel his pain in a way, and he would cry, because he felt so bad for him. And that's where he was. Michael and Marlon they were a little devilish when they were younger, and especially when they started traveling with their securities and all of that. And Bill Bray was one they used to play tricks on all the time. I remember that Michael was telling me about they tied his shoelaces together, you know, both feet, tied his shoelaces together. Then they go off, and while he was napping, Bill would always nap, and then they go over in the corner and take something real hard and slap it together, make a big noise, and Bill would jump up and his shoes was tied. You know what happened. That was very dangerous, though. David and Michael used to play a lot of jokes on LaToya, and LaToya always loved satin sheets and things like that, and she never wanted anybody in her room because she's such a germ freak. She don't want you walking on her carpet because she had everything white satin on the beds and things. And Michael would just stand at the door and take a running leap and jump in the middle of her bed just to hear her scream and yell. And yes, Michael and I had a very special bond because Michael used to always tell me that he was so much like me. And then I used to tell him, I said, I can see myself in you, but I don't want you to be like me because I thought I was too easygoing, trust people too much, and that's exactly how Michael is. And that's all I can say about that. He'd have to tell you the rest, and he's not to say, but he used to always tell me. One stage in Michael's life, he did have acne, very bad, and so bad that he sort of became an introvert. And I tried to help him, and we took him to dermatologists and things to get rid of his acne. That did bring us closer together, but we were already close. So I was just there for him because most of the children had left home, got married, and had moved on. We found out that Michael wasn't guilty of none of those charges. I had been praying for the truth. I didn't pray for Michael to be freed or anything like that. I prayed for the truth because I knew that if the truth would come, he would be freed. And he was. And that was that was the happiest day of my life. That my boy didn't have to go to prison for something he didn't do. After the trial, he had bad memories of Neverland. That's why he never went back. But he always said he didn't ever want to sell it. But he'll never live there again. Because it was such a circus. These people in Santa Barbara did him very bad. They had like 79 or 280 police cars and cars driving down there, just making a parade of it. And then got on television saying, we finally got him, we finally got him. He hadn't done anything. Michael was a very trusting person. And everybody he met, he trusts them for some reason. And I think that's why Michael was taken advantage of so much. And people found out, when they found out he was trusting, they just took advantage. Joseph would always tell him, Michael, make sure you get everybody audited or watch your people, Michael, watch your people. He said, I trust my people are good people. But that's not the case. People smile in your face, pat you on the back, and stab you at the same time. I remember when he was young, my husband used to always tell him, Michael, see to your business. And Michael would always say, I trust my people. With everything, he trusts them. And Joseph would always tell him, sign every check and all. He said, well, I trust them. And after the trial, so many people came up there and lied on him. And he got so till he stopped trusting anybody. He used to tell me all the time, Mother, you're the only somebody I trust. I don't trust anybody anymore. After seeing all those people come up there and lie on me, see how people have stole my money and all of that, it's over. I don't trust anyone. My favorite song is The Man in the Mirror. All Michael's performances were good. When he did Billie Jean for the very first time and did the moonwalk, the reaction of the audience, his performance there. Michael did a lot for charity, and I was very proud of him because sometimes we'd sit down and he'd talk to me about the things that he had done. And I think that he loved doing that. He, and things like on Thanksgiving or Christmas time, sometimes on days that he and a friend would get together and he'd drive him down in the ghetto and places, and he just, like on Thanksgiving, he'd just walk around and reach in his pocket and give people $100 bills. He did a lot of charity. He did a lot of things for people. People that couldn't afford to bury their loved ones. He did a lot of that. He would only tell me about it. And it didn't have to be big people or anything, just the poor people that couldn't do it. And I was so proud of him because he had a heart. People really don't know the love that Michael had in him for other people. I wish, well, it's no way, it's too late. Michael gave a lot to the world, but I think one of the gifts that he gave to the world was love. And he kept singing, "Make the world a better place." Looking back over my son's life, it's like looking in a mirror, not like watching television to me. Start from the day I brought him home. All the memories to me are fond memories. I can't pick out any memories that they're all fond memories to me. And every inch of his life, I've been there except the few months that he was here in California without me. And since he's been gone, many days I go back to his first cry from the doctor slapping him on his butt until his death. All his memories. That's the hardest thing to me in the world. I've never lost a child. And children are supposed to bury their parents, not burying children. And that's what hurt me the most. But all the memories of Michael's been fond to me. I can't pick out any particular.
This here's that's the site if you guys
I began
wanna
singing
watch it.
at a very young age.
Okay. Oh, good. You can't see my eyes. All right. Yeah, there's dogs here to block the Facebook censors. It's a great video, right? I mean, really not much more to say there. As far as the birthday greeting, so we are going to compile everything, and I'll keep you guys posted. I reached out to a bunch of people, you know, and we'll see what we can do to compile all the messages. There's a lot of messages. Obviously, we're not going to do it on the day because, once again, we don't, you know, she doesn't celebrate the actual day. But we'll do our best. I'll try to forward the you know, the video here too. So hopefully it didn't get blocked. It looks good. Yeah, the name of that here, I'll show you again. It's on YouTube. Michael Jackson interview with Katherine Jackson. The name of the thing is Villa de Roma, the Corleone family. That's my channel there. I commented on it. Left the guy a message, and so once again, yeah, the video's 36 minutes long, I believe. Yeah. 36:11 actually, so yeah, so we learned Man in Her Mirror was her favorite song by Michael Saida. Michael sang her that other song on her 54th birthday, For the Good Times. That's by Al Green, I believe. Yeah, so all right. Does anybody have anything? I'm getting messages there. Once again, happy birthday to Jackie. Happy birthday to Vincent Paterson. And today we celebrate the 93rd birth year. I think we say it. That's what some people. You know, I'm getting all kind of messages from people, and I really don't know what the proper way, if there even is a proper way. It seems the consensus is you don't wish happy birthday. So, like, if you Google it, how to wish Jehovah's Witness happy birthday, they don't celebrate any of the days. So, you know, it's a celebration of life, I guess. But of course, we want to respect her wishes and everything. So, what else? Yeah, if you left your message on the post from a couple days ago, I think. Hey, Wendy, Sharon, I'm just seeing the names. Yeah, Joanne. Yeah, I'm still in Florida. Yeah, Sarah, we have a couple. They reached out to me. They all kind of say it a little different. Oh, Vince is still there. Hey, the great Vincent Paterson. I hope we have another Vincent Paterson story coming up the next few weeks. Vincent, if you're listening, you let me know. We'll go forward on that. Have a nice day with Renee, Zucchini, whatever you're doing. Hope you're feeling better. And yeah, one of the great. I don't want to embarrass him. He knows how we feel about him. I hope you guys check out the post from, I believe, 2 days ago. Everything is kind of blurring, but if you want to leave your birthday wishes for Vincent, I'm sure he checked the page. Vincent, because I shared this all over the place. Good, we're happy you're feeling better. I shared it all over the place, so I'm getting messages from all the different sites. I'll try and compile them and send them all to you. Literally from people all over the world, from all the countries. You know, some are written in their languages and we translate it. But never doubt how much you mean to people around the world. You've come into all our living rooms, for our old school, our living rooms, and for the younger generation, their phones. So between commercial and short films and everything, and what a great career, and it's not over yet. Icons and Instincts, the book. I have it in the car. I didn't bring it in, but let me see. It's on somewhere. I got it on one of the pages. Vincent, if you and Renee are coming this June, we have a dove for each one of you. Just let me know. It's on a Sunday, June 25th. Not too far away. We're in May already. So that'll be our. That's the saddest day of the year for a lot of us, and then we'll focus on Michael's birthday. So it's Bubbles again. Well, I'm not sure if it's Bubbles. I'm going to the Center for Great Apes. There's a seminar. I'm going to try and see if they let me film the poster from last time and the card from last time, because we didn't really get a chance to. And then I don't think they want me to film the actual seminar itself, because it's it's like a pay to attend type of thing. And then we're going to go out to meet some of the chimpanzees and orangutans. I'm going to get another thing of coconuts. They had so much. It was so nice to see that post yesterday. I don't know, for some reason it just brought a smile on my face to watch the chimps and the orangutans eating their coconuts. They look so happy. So we'll bring them another big bag of 40, and shout out to Patty Reagan for all she does. I'll keep you posted on that. I got Barry Manilow playing now. Okay. So, all right, that's about it. Unless anybody has anything. August 29th is the now official date of the MJ1 show at Mandalay Bay, if you're planning on going. Everyone's pretty much going to the 7 o'clock show. They're having the brunch that morning, I believe, at 10 o'clock. Michael Bush, I believe his book thing was in the morning. Don't quote me on that. It might be in the afternoon. They haven't announced yet who the guest speakers are going to be. So I'm going to be at Forest Lawn that morning. We're going to have the dove release for Michael, and we're going to have the banner, the plane pulling the banner again. So it's probably going to be around 11 o'clock Pacific time. And then, say by 11:30, I got to hop in the car, drive 4 hours to get here for 3:30 when the gates open for the MJ1 show, and then the show at 7. So that's going to be a long day. Big Al, I don't know if Big Al's. I know he was working today. He said he might not be able to get on. He sent you a nice message, Vincent. I don't know if you saw it. I think it's on my page, possibly the group page. I'll find it and send it to you. But so that's kind of the updates where we are here. Nothing new on the Michael's birthday update yet. I'll have a better idea in June when I get out there to Forest Lawn. And then the Jacksons concert, I'll be back in July, actually. Not sure if Marlon's going to be part of it. It was good to see him, there at Janet's concert, smiling with the family. So, prayers are up to Marlon, of course. I think Terrell filled in. One of the nephews, or the sons, I'm sorry, Tito's son, I guess the brother's nephews, filled in at the last concert. And they're playing in June somewhere, so we'll have a better idea of who's there. And then middle of July is in California, so I'm going to be at this. So I'm going to be in California in June, July, and August. Still don't have a car. That's a whole nother crazy story. So it looks like we're gonna have to bite the bullet probably and get on the plane. My first plane ride since the Victory Tour. It was Terrell. Okay, Terrell. Yeah, thanks, Sherry and Clemens. My last flight was 1984. The last 4 shows in California. Michael and his family. I was sitting in front of Mrs. Jackson actually for the 4 shows. They were up in the tower, and on the last show, all the family and the nephews and everybody came on stage, and that's when Michael announced that would be his last tour with the brothers. And I was in the Beat It outfit, the Pepsi outfit that day, so I had to transfer planes in Chicago to get back to Florida, and didn't have the greatest of flights, so I vowed to never get on a plane, and I kept my promise for, it's almost Ron 40. Hey, look what I got here, by the way. Don't think we haven't forgotten. this travels with me. I guess I'm either gonna have to leave it here or have it shipped ahead. I'm not really sure, but Thriller 40, Bubbles 40, Beat It 40, and the real Thriller 40, the Thriller short film, will celebrate its 40th year this October. There's not going to be a Havenhurst party this year, so depending where I'm at, maybe we'll throw a Halloween Thriller party, maybe at the Thriller house or outside, something. So we'll work on that. But yeah, it's the 40. It's the Human Nature 40, the Lady in My Life 40. You know, the whole album 40. But once again, let me get a counter. Do you guys have anything? Anybody? Sarah, hey, just leave the poster and have it shipped to you. Yeah, but yeah, that's probably the way. I can't go on the plane with that. Plus the board for the lean is here. Oh my gosh, that's a heavy board. I haven't practiced much, Vincent. Don't laugh. If you saw that video of Vincent showing me the lean, how embarrassing I was. But renting the Thriller house. Well, no, the lady lives there. I guess we do it outside if we had to do it. Oh, the one in Vegas. Yeah, that one really, there's really not much Michael there. Bill Whitfield told me that Michael didn't spend much time at that house, believe it or not, when they were there. So, and then the other house, the other Vegas house I saw was on the market or got sold recently. I'll find out more about that. So, all right. So we'll see you again. I don't know. Maybe I'll log on next week or something. It's Mother's Day. If we don't see you, happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, and of course to the mother that made it all possible. I mean, none of us would be here today. I mean, think of our lives without Michael Jackson in them. It's hard for me to imagine. I mean, for all the years, and it's because of that woman right there. So we thank you. Ron carrying the poster on the plane. Yeah. Okay, Sherry. That would go. So I'm hoping next year we'll reschedule the cross country trip. I was planning it with Big Al really from last year, but he's so busy work. If you follow his post, he's all over. He's literally coast to coast, north, south, east, west. He is unbelievable. But if he ever gets time off next week, next year. I'm sorry, next year or later this year. I don't know, but I know I think the winter's kind of the down season for the carnivals and the fairs and stuff. So, but yeah, so. All right. Thanks again to Big Al. Thanks to Vincent. Thanks to all you guys for making it possible. Mrs. Jackson, we're thinking of you today. And, of course, we thank you. And I'll keep you guys posted if we're able to compile everything and have it, somehow have it sent out to her. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.